Hi, my name's Catherine McNulty, and I am the founder of GriefInspired. Today, I want to take just a minute and talk a little bit about grief and our pets, because it's not something that gets a lot of attention. When we think of grief and loss, we think a lot of times of really just losing the people we love, and even I think of that. And what's interesting is that I had a dog, her name was Brownie, and we had her she was 15. So we had her probably from the time she was 3. We rescued her until she was 15. And she passed away in August, and I didn't really talk about it. And it's come up for me again lately because a good friend of mine lost her cat. And I've been, watching her experience as her cat struggled with health, and she struggled to decide what's best for her animal. And it brought up a lot for me because I did the same thing, because Brownie was older, and I struggled with, what do we do? Do we let her live but potentially suffer? Or do we let her go and be at peace and then experience the suffering ourselves? Sometimes, for me, I really wanted to hang on to her for probably longer than I should have. And there was guilt both ways. Guilt for, wanting to let her go, and guilt for, at the same time, wanting to keep her, and trying to decide what was the best thing for her and for me. And so I just wanted to take some time and acknowledge how much grief of an animal can be just as significant, because our pets are part of our lives, and they become part of our family. And just like anyone in our family, they're absolutely unique, and they give things to us, and there isn't going to be anything, you can never have that same animal again. You can never have that same experience again. And when we lose them, it's significant, and I want to recognize that. And we have a tendency to try to compare grief. Well, oh, that happened to someone else. That must be so significant. That might be more significant than my loss. And grief isn't about comparison, and the grieving process has nothing to do with comparing your grief to anyone else's. Grief is grief. The pain is very real, whether it's an animal, a loved one, a child, a spouse, a partner. It's all very significant. And the process that we go through with our emotions and our physicality and our day-to-day, mental state is very real. So I want to take a moment and just sort of honor Brownie, honor my friend's cat Tigger, and honor all the pets that we've lost, because they're here. And I haven't talked about Brownie before. I haven't even told anyone, outside of my immediate family, that she's passed away. And so just taking a minute and saying that she added so much to my life. And she was always here when I got home. And she brought us smiles and hugs and licks and kisses. And she was a really meaningful part of our life. And we will always remember her. And we love her. And we know that she is in heaven. And she's in a better place, in terms of, she was suffering. And now she's not suffering anymore. And none of us want to suffer ourselves. And we certainly don't want any of the people or the animals that we love to suffer as well. So life comes with hard choices, and we make the best decisions that we can. And yes, we feel guilty, but I think that's normal. And I think that we can grow through the experience. So if you've lost an animal recently or even a while back, I just want to say that you're not alone in your grief, and that being sad is okay, and acknowledging how much you love them is absolutely the right thing to do, and to talk about them and post pictures of them on Facebook and remember their anniversaries and remember their birthdays. And we all need to be doing that more together, because the whole process is celebration. It's celebrating life, it's celebrating death, and it's celebrating, our collective human experience that we're here. So, best to you today. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have other video ideas that you'd like to share with me or have me comment on or create a new video for, please reach out to me, comment below, and let me know how I can support you. Because again, by me supporting you, I'm bringing meaning to the life and the death of my son Jackson, of my dog Brownie, and of all the other people that I've lost. Take care.